The New York Yankees are entering an intriguing chapter this season, and at the center of it is Giancarlo Stanton, a player whose presence on the field carries as much weight as any superstar in the league. After a significant period away from the outfield, Stanton has finally returned to a position he hasn't occupied in over 2 years, a move prompted by Aaron Judge's ongoing recovery. While Judge continues to rebuild strength and confidence following his injury, Stanton has seamlessly stepped into the gap, showcasing why he remains one of the most formidable hitters and most reliable leaders on the roster. From the moment he returned to the outfield, there's been a sense of renewed energy around the team, a feeling that the Yankees are beginning to stabilize despite the challenges that have surfaced this season. Stanton himself has spoken about the experience of returning to a defensive role, expressing a sense of refreshment and renewed purpose. For him, being out there is more than just positioning. It's about contributing to the game in every possible way. When he misses time, he feels the absence keenly, and now, back in action, every play, every catch, and every swing carries a deeper significance. This mindset, this professional attitude, has been a hallmark of Stanton's career with the Yankees, ever since he first joined the team. He has consistently demonstrated an unwavering commitment to winning and a focus that transcends personal accolades or public attention. In interviews and public appearances, he has emphasized that his priority is always the success of the team and the pursuit of a World Series title. It's a philosophy that resonates not only in his words, but in his performance on the field. In a league where stars often chase individual milestones, Stanton stands apart. He knows he is among the elite hitters in baseball, yet his eyes are set firmly on helping his team win games, on elevating every teammate around him, and on contributing in every possible way, whether at the plate or in the field. His mindset is reflective of a rare blend of humility and intensity, a combination that allows him to perform at extraordinary levels without succumbing to distractions. This season has been particularly telling in terms of Stanton's resilience and consistency. Despite beginning the year with an injury that sidelined him for a stretch, once he returned, his impact was immediate and undeniable. With over 140 at-bats since returning, he has already tallied more than 40 hits and reached double-digit home runs, maintaining a batting average that hovers around 300. His on-base plus slugging numbers underline the fact that he is not just participating, he is dominating. Stanton has embraced the challenge of stepping back into the outfield, a position that demands not only physical readiness but mental acuity. Playing in the field requires anticipation, awareness, and split-second decision-making, and Stanton has handled these demands with the same precision and dedication he brings to his batting. It's not just about preventing runs. It's about maintaining a rhythm, a connection with the pitching staff, and a steadying influence on the rest of the team. The Yankees, of course, are a team that thrives on depth and versatility, but the presence of a player like Stanton in right field amplifies the confidence throughout the roster. Teammates like Cody Bellinger, who patrols the outfield with agility and consistency, and Trent Giesham, who anchors center field with reliability, benefit from Stanton's experience and presence. The dynamic between these players is crucial. When Stanton is back in the field, the alignment of the outfield feels more cohesive, more coordinated, and more resilient. Meanwhile, Aaron Judge, recovering from his injury and adjusting to the role of designated hitter, has expressed optimism about returning to his natural position. His leadership is evident not just in his words but in his actions, and Stanton's presence in the outfield allows Judge to manage his rehabilitation while knowing that the team's defensive strength remains intact. It's a balance of strategy and talent, a choreography of roles that speaks volumes about the Yankees' adaptability and depth. Stanton's approach to the game has always been rooted in preparation and professionalism. From the moment he first donned a Yankees uniform, he has made it clear that his focus is singular, to contribute in every possible way, to win baseball games, and to push for championships. His career has been a testament to this philosophy, and his recent performances only reinforce the idea that he remains one of the league's most formidable forces. His batting is a spectacle in itself, Watching Stanton at the plate is a reminder of why he earned the accolades that define his career. He approaches each pitch with a combination of patience, power, and precision, and his recent numbers are staggering. Over his last 10 games alone, he has maintained a batting average over 400, recording multiple home runs and driving in double-digit runs. The consistency and intensity he brings to the lineup are precisely what the Yankees need during periods when Judge is unavailable or limited. And it's not just about statistics. It's about momentum, energy, and the psychological lift a player of Stanton's caliber provides to the entire squad. Every swing, every home run, every RBI injects a sense of possibility into the clubhouse, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the Yankees possess the firepower to compete at the highest level. Stanton's return to the outfield also highlights his versatility. While many players of his stature might resist defensive duties, he embraces the challenge, understanding that contributing in multiple ways enhances his value to the team and strengthens the Yankees' overall performance. It's a perspective that underscores his leadership both on and off the field. Judge himself has commented on Stanton's influence, acknowledging that his teammate sets a standard for professionalism and performance. There is mutual respect and an unspoken synergy between these two stars, one that allows the team to navigate challenges without compromising competitiveness. Even beyond the immediate tactical advantages, Stanton's return has strategic implications. By occupying the outfield, he allows the Yankees to rotate players effectively, provide rest for others, and maximize offensive potential. It's a domino effect that illustrates how a single player's presence can reshape the dynamics of the entire roster. Beyond the numbers and strategic considerations, there's an intangible aspect to Stanton's contribution. His aura, his confidence, and the sense of security he provides to everyone around him. In a sport defined by momentum swings and narrow margins, having a player capable of altering a game with a single swing or a single catch is invaluable. For young players coming up through the system, for veterans navigating injuries, and for the team as a whole, Stanton represents both inspiration and assurance. Aaron Judge's journey back to full health has been both closely watched and deeply consequential for the Yankees. While the team has managed to maintain competitiveness during his absence, there is no denying that Judge's presence on the field transforms the atmosphere in both tangible and subtle ways. His towering home runs, disciplined at-bats, and commanding presence in the outfield elevate the team's confidence, and his return will signify not just a statistical boost, but a psychological one as well. Judge's rehabilitation has been meticulous, a combination of advanced physical therapy, strength conditioning, and careful monitoring to ensure that when he steps back into right field, he is fully capable of performing at the highest level. Yankees management and coaching staff have been deliberate in pacing his recovery, understanding that rushing a player of Judge's caliber carries risks that could affect both his career longevity and the team's aspirations. Judge has approached this process with the same focus and determination that have defined his career. He is acutely aware of the physical and mental demands of returning from an injury, especially in a sport where precision and timing are everything. His commitment to conditioning, to adhering to medical guidance, and to gradually reacclimating himself to game situations reflects a professional rigor few can match. As Judge works toward his eventual return to the outfield, he has taken on a dual role as both a player and a mentor. Younger members of the roster, as well as those who have seen time in the outfield in his absence, benefit from his guidance. Judge's approach to batting, his attention to detail in defensive positioning, and his overall game awareness serve as an informal coaching tool, allowing the Yankees to maintain continuity and cohesion even while a superstar is sidelined. In tandem with Judge's recovery, the Yankees have relied heavily on their depth, rotating players and adjusting strategies to compensate for any gaps. This has highlighted the importance of roster versatility, as players like Stanton, Bellinger, and others have adapted to increased responsibilities. For the coaching staff, this period has been an exercise in balancing immediate performance needs with long-term objectives. Decisions on rest days, lineup adjustments, and matchups against specific pitchers require careful analysis and an understanding of the broader season arc. It is in this context that Stanton's contributions have been particularly impactful, as he has effectively filled the void in the outfield and at the plate. The interplay between Stanton and Judge, even when one is temporarily sidelined, underscores the Yankees' strategic depth. Both players, by virtue of their talent and professionalism, set a standard that the rest of the team strives to emulate. Their presence creates a framework in which younger or less experienced players can thrive, knowing that the bar for preparation and execution is clearly established. Beyond the immediate impact of individual performances, there is a broader narrative at play regarding team chemistry and cohesion. The Yankees have historically been a team that relies not only on raw talent, but on a culture of accountability and collaboration. The integration of high-profile stars with emerging talent requires careful attention to dynamics within a clubhouse. Stanton and Judge exemplify leadership through example, demonstrating how consistent effort, focus, and a commitment to team goals can inspire others without overt instruction. This environment has allowed players to adapt quickly when circumstances shift, such as injuries, trades, or other unforeseen events. Flexibility has become a key component of the Yankees' approach, as the grueling schedule of a major league season demands that players and staff remain responsive to change. Every game presents challenges, from facing elite pitchers to managing fatigue, and the ability to pivot effectively often separates successful teams from those that falter. Within this framework, the Yankees' front office has also played a critical role. Decisions regarding player acquisitions, contract negotiations, and development strategies are all informed by an understanding of both immediate needs and long-term objectives. The emphasis on building a roster capable of weathering injuries and sustaining high performance reflects a strategic philosophy that values depth, versatility, and resilience. Judge's rehabilitation, Stanton's adaptability, and the contributions of role players all intersect with this broader organizational vision. One area where this has been particularly evident is in the management of pitching staff. The Yankees' pitchers face intense workloads over the course of a season, and the alignment between defensive positioning, bullpen usage, and starting rotation schedules requires meticulous coordination. Stanton's defensive reliability, Judge's anticipated return, and the depth of the roster allow the coaching staff to optimize matchups and preserve key players' stamina for critical moments. Offensively, the Yankees have also demonstrated an ability to maintain production despite lineup disruptions. The combination of power hitters, disciplined contact batters, and speed on the base paths creates a balanced defensive approach. Players such as Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge not only provide home run potential, but also influence pitcher strategy, drawing attention and forcing shifts that create opportunities for teammates. This ripple effect enhances overall team performance and underscores the interdependence of the roster. Beyond the statistics and strategies, there is the human element, the intangible qualities that define a successful team. Leadership, communication, and morale are all factors that influence outcomes in subtle but significant ways. Stanton's demeanor, his engagement with teammates, and his consistency provide stability during periods of uncertainty. Judge's presence, once fully reintroduced, is likely to further reinforce these dynamics, offering inspiration and reassurance that the team can navigate challenges without compromising its competitive edge. The Yankee season is a tapestry woven from countless threads, each representing individual contributions, strategic decisions, and moments of execution. Injuries, recoveries, and performance fluctuations are inevitable, yet the manner in which the team responds to these variables shapes the narrative of their year. Stanton's return to the outfield, Judge's rehabilitation, and the performance of supporting players collectively form a story of resilience and adaptability. In analyzing the broader implications of this season, it becomes clear that success will not hinge solely on the statistics of any single player, but on the integration of efforts across the roster. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In what could become the most sensational twist of this baseball offseason, Whispers are echoing from coast to coast suggesting that Gerrit Cole, the Yankees ace and reigning Cy Young Award winner, may be packing his bags for Los Angeles. While no official confirmation has surfaced, several insiders claim that preliminary talks between the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers have taken place over the last week, centered on a blockbuster trade that would send Cole to the West Coast in exchange for a package of young talent and prospects. The idea alone has set social media ablaze, with fans split between disbelief and cautious excitement. For Yankee supporters, the very thought of losing their dominant right-hander feels like a betrayal of the club's win-now ethos. For Dodgers fans, it sparks visions of an already formidable rotation becoming almost untouchable. Rumors indicate that the Yankees, stung by recent postseason disappointments, are quietly shifting toward strategic rebuild, seeking fresh arms, cost-controlled hitters, and roster flexibility. Sources close to the situation suggest that this isn't merely speculation, but rather the groundwork for a seismic deal. If true, it would not only alter the competitive landscape of Major League Baseball, but also redefine the Yankees' identity for years to come. Those following the whispers point to subtle but telling signs inside the Yankees organization. Recent front office moves, particularly in scouting and analytics, suggest a pivot toward long-term development rather than short-term star acquisition. Observers have noticed a rare openness in the Yankees brass to consider trading high-profile players for the right return, an approach not seen in the Bronx for more than a decade. The Dodgers, renowned for their deep farm system and knack for nurturing young stars, could be the ideal trade partner to facilitate such a transformation. A potential Cole to Dodgers trade package might include multiple top-tier prospects, perhaps even current Major League-ready talent, giving the Yankees both immediate contributors and future core pieces. This approach mirrors strategies used by other elite franchises that have successfully retooled without fully dismantling their competitive roster. However, skeptics argue that no amount of promising youth can truly replace a pitcher of Cole's caliber, particularly one in his prime. The emotional and symbolic weight of such a move could alienate portions of the fan base. Yet the front office appears willing to risk short-term backlash for potential long-term gains. If the whispers prove accurate, this would signal a philosophical shift in Yankee Stadium not seen in generations. Behind the scenes, whispers claim that Gerrit Cole himself has been both intrigued and cautious about the possibility of joining the Dodgers. While the California native would be returning to his home state and joining a perennial contender, leaving the Yankees could feel like unfinished business. Cole has long been vocal about his desire to bring another World Series championship to New York, and those close to him insist that competitive pride remains a powerful motivator. Still, the allure of Los Angeles, a franchise that has reached the postseason in 10 consecutive seasons and is known for maximizing pitching talent, cannot be underestimated. Rumor has it that Dodgers executives envision pairing Cole with Walker Buehler, creating a 1-2 punch feared across the league. The idea would not only strengthen the Dodgers' rotation, but potentially discourage rivals from even dreaming of challenging their dominance in the National League. While such a move could boost Cole's visibility in a media market just as intense as New York's, it might also spark debates about loyalty, legacy, and the business-first nature of modern baseball. Every day, without clarification from either team, seems to fuel the wildfire of speculation, making the story impossible for fans to ignore. The financial aspect of this potential trade cannot be overlooked. Gerrit Cole's contract remains one of the most significant in sports, and moving such a deal would require creative structuring, possibly with the Yankees absorbing part of the salary to sweeten the return. Analysts suggest that this is where the Dodgers' financial muscle and flexibility could play a decisive role. They have shown a willingness to take on major contracts if the player in question elevates their championship odds, and Cole undoubtedly fits that bill. From New York's perspective, clearing a portion of his salary could free up resources to pursue multiple needs across the roster, from bullpen upgrades to middle infield reinforcements. Insiders whisper that the Yankees' front office has already identified several mid-tier free agents who could fill immediate gaps if Cole's departure becomes reality. Yet the uncertainty of replacing an ace remains the greatest risk. Teams rarely trade away a pitcher of Cole's caliber without enduring at least some competitive drop-off. The financial chess game, combined with the emotional weight of the decision, adds layers of complexity to an already volatile rumor. This isn't just about baseball performance. It's about long-term organizational direction. Fans across both coasts are caught in a strange limbo, half dreading, half dreaming about what could be. In New York, bars and sports radio stations buzz with heated debates over whether trading Cole will be an act of calculated genius or reckless surrender. In Los Angeles, the tone is decidedly more optimistic, with supporters already envisioning his jersey draped over Dodger Stadium seats. Yet even among the Dodgers faithful, some caution that the price and prospects could prove steep, potentially disrupting the pipeline that has fueled their sustained dominance. The rumor has also reignited larger conversations about baseball's shifting power dynamics, with big-market teams increasingly willing to swap established stars for future value. For now, neither the Yankees nor the Dodgers have made public statements, perhaps intentionally letting the speculation build. The longer the silence continues, the more the baseball world wonders if this could be the trade that defines the next decade of the sport. If the whispers prove true, the 2025 season could begin with a seismic shift. Gerrit Cole in Dodger blue, the Yankees embracing a bold rebuild, and fans on both sides try to make sense of a move that would reshape the game's competitive balance. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.